What's good? What's good? What's good? Executive producer Azariah Malone Cartagena, aka a family business. Brooklyn Babe is back on the check-in. Jesse Keg is on the check-in. Jen is on the check-in. Success Clothing is on the check-in. What's good, y'all? It's 2021. It's 20 Sambrosia. I hope I said it right. Shout out. It's 2021. The biggest show in the land. We've been doing this thing. I don't know if it's going on 10 months, but we've been very consistent. And I thank y'all for tuning in every time. I want to start off by saying there's so many things to talk about because I've been gone for like a week. Shout out to my mother. My mother's such a beautiful woman. If y'all saw my post yesterday, it was her birthday yesterday. We did something really, really nice for her. What's up, Mama Silvers? Love you too, cuz. And my mom is such a special woman. I know everybody feels that way about their mother. But, you know, my mom, she had 4 of us. You know, we lived in the PJ. She worked 3 jobs. I told a story about my mother was the number lady. So many of you are very too young to know what I'm talking about. But many years ago, before Lotto and everything, there was number spots. And that's where people would go and play their numbers and hope to win. And so my mother was the number lady. And I was the little kid in the number spot. So they would be like, yo, that's the number boy. And I told the story on Instagram where one day a guy stuck up my mother and robbed her for a couple of $100. And she was so upset. I was so upset because it happened to be her best friend's son. And so the next day, I watched my mother cook him a plate and serve the dude food. I was only like 7, 8 years old. And I'm like, so upset. I'm like, Mom, why are you taking care of this kid? And she said, well, he got a sickness. He got a sickness. I love him. I love him my whole life. I love his family. You know, he uses these drugs and he's addicted to it, so he can't help what he does. Just a glimpse at how my mom's was, you know, in the hood. Y'all all know Forest Projects. Her door used to be wide open. I used to hate it. You know, I'll come over there and motherfuckers is in my house. Well, my mother's house. And they making their own sandwich and all that. And I start threatening them quiet as kept. And my mother's like, yo, I know him his whole life. I raised him his whole life. They want to come in here and they want to come eat something, they can. So there's certain things you might like about me that I definitely got from my mother. The fact that we never give up. You know, my mother had cancer. You know, she's a cancer survivor. I'll tell you the story. They cut her from here to here. She talks through a trait, but yet she still was around. You know, my son Joey, when they told me he's autistic and his mother ain't one of them, my mother was like, no, that's ours. We taking them. We dealt with brothers who, you know, I had a brother that, you know, was into getting high. My mother would stay up by the window to 6, 7 in the morning looking for him, going all over. I mean, the type of strength she showed me and taught me in my life, and the type of bullshit I was doing when I was younger, there's just no way to pay her back, right? So, happy birthday, Mama Cartagena. 2021, we are calling this the year of the light. I've been through depression. I've been through hard times. The dark is where the problems loom and they stay. You have to look towards the light. So we declared this, me and my brother Khaled, 2021, the year of the light. Meaning we've been through so much shit in 2020, we have no choice but to look towards better things. And pray. Light is God. Light is happiness. Light is health. 2021, I personally, Joseph Cartagena, Fat Joe, I'm not even on 21 time, 2021. I'm already on 2022. You hear me? I'm on 2022. I'm not even on 2021, to be honest with y'all. You know, we come on here, and I always said, if I was younger when I was wild and all that, if any OG would have gave me some advice, I would have listened to him. And I would have did better than fuck up my bags the way I have, trying to so-called keep it real. So I'm on 2022. Let me tell you how. 2020, whatever it was, financially, we still did great. Although touring is how we make most of our money. All artists mostly make their money off doing shows and concerts. Stephanie Mills, who I look up to, just posted the concert business lost $30 billion. I don't want to cry. I know a lot of you guys work 9 to 5. Y'all like, yo, Joe, we fucked up too. It's cool, but I never complained. So what I'm saying to you is 2020, we never cried financially. But 2021, that's already set. That's going to play out. 2022 is when the generational wealth comes in. 2022, 2021, it's going to play out. We always get to the bag. It's set up. 2022 is that GW, generational wealth. I want to be able to make enough money that one day my grandkids can say, yo, thank my grandfather. He left me this bag. And so that's what we got to do. And we got to encourage everybody to work hard, but still see the opportunity in now to open your own small business. Unfortunately, if somebody lost a small business, that's your opportunity. If you got a couple of dollars and you always dreamed of owning a business, to own your business. This is a time of opportunity. This is a time of opportunity. So 2021 is strictly the light. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. DJ Surge on the check-in. Superstar Floss, I see you. COVID. They talking about the first wave or the second wave. Our good friend that we seen right here on the show, Dr. Fauci, says a tsunami's coming. Do you agree with him? Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. I've been in this house. I do not know how long I've been in this house. If it ain't here and y'all keep telling jokes, yo, he's always in Khaled's house. Yes, I'm always in Khaled's house. It's either here, Khaled, or my mother's house. And so I've been trying to do the right thing. If you see me at a restaurant in Miami, it's because I'm sitting next to a billionaire. Now I come out for the Billies. Billionaire, B. Billy's. If you see me in a restaurant in Miami once a month somewhere, the guys on the table with me are billionaires. And I got to get to my bag. There's one thing, since I've been 14 years old, I've been in the street, I get to the bag. So if the Billies are calling to me, you never know. You know my rule is, got to be in the game, you never know. So now, I've been home. Saraka Much Finer Vodka. Shout out Fan Mio if you want to connect one-on-one. FANMIO. So now, I've been in a house. Dr. Fauci says it's a tsunami. Let me tell you something, people. It's either COVID or it's not. This is what's going on. It's either COVID or it's not. And so I've been home. I've been with my family. I've been taking these tests every other fucking week. I've been with Khaled in his house, or I've been in my mother's. That's the trifecta. If my friends come in town, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I love y'all. I know y'all tuned in. I try to find a way to curve you somehow. Yeah. I meet up. Yeah, I never meet up. I don't care who it is. Nori gave up on trying to get me somewhere. And so, I do live in Miami. I'll talk about that. So I've been as careful as you can. Am I the greatest in the world? No, but I've been careful. Right? And so I look on Instagram, every fucking rapper I know is doing shows with no mask on. The whole crowd, no mask on. Happy New Year, no mask on. Everybody, no mask on. The whole clubs, no mask on. And so I'm looking at the shit and I'm saying, is it COVID? Or it's not COVID? Now this is, I gotta be honest, like what the fuck? Is it COVID or not COVID? Because I'm sitting my ass down. And I like to go to the club. I like to hang out. And I'm trying to say, okay, I look on the TV. CNN, a.k.a. COVID News. You throw it on right now, it's COVID something. I'm keeping it real. If you don't want to be depressed, don't put them on. It's COVID News. So 350,000 people died. It's a new strain, more contagious than ever. They found it in L.A. I look on Instagram. Every rapper I know is doing shows with no mask on in clubs, rampacked. Happy New Year. I'm not going to lie to you. My brother, the one and only, Diddy, invites me to his house. One of the biggest and most favorite things, even if I got the biggest check in Dubai on New Year's Eve, I suffer because I'm not in P. Diddy's house. If any of you guys can ever go to P. Diddy's house on New Year's Eve, it is the greatest party you have seen in your life. I pull up from my mother's house New Year's Eve. I went there and spent there earlier than I spent there at Cali's. I pull up, the security runs up to me. Mr. Joe, said what? Personal. Puff Daddy brought this personal. I said, Puff Daddy? Said, Puff Daddy? You know, this shit is Puff Daddy, bro. Don't get this fucked up. Puff Daddy, personally, it's for you. I knew what it was. And so I've been bullshitting Diddy. Shout out to Revolt TV every Tuesday, 10 p.m. Shout out to Ciroc, a much finer vodka. Shout out to Miss Janice Combs, happy birthday. So I've been spending them like I might go, but I ain't gonna go. Why? Because if the Migos are performing live, which means Sweet Tea and Cardi B might be in town, if Nas is performing live, if Fabulous is performing live, if Nelly is performing live, if Tyga is performing live, if Meek Mill is out here in the casinos, 50 deep, he's here. Where the fuck Chris Brown hit? Shout out to Chris Brown and Chris Brown. My family, they hit me up. Where are they gonna end up? New Year's Eve. In Diddy's house. And so I turn around and I go, I can't do it. I got the silk shit on. I got the silk Rick Owens. I got the motherfucking Dolce & Gabbana wife looking like a movie. She came out like Beyonce with the metallic fucking boots, looking like a thing. And so I stood home. I stood in Callie's house. We had a quiet one. I had a couple of drinks. I get drunk every year, my birthday and New Year's Eve. I don't care. I do not care. I'm going to get drunk on my birthday and I'm going to get drunk New Year's Eve no matter what. I'm lit on another level. And so I say to myself, Is it fucking COVID or not? And so I said, I thought about this in great detail one day, one of these days. I said, yo, think about the people. They say, yo, 200,000 people caught COVID today. That means those people were being careful for 9-10 months and then finally let their guard down and caught the COVID. And so I said, damn, they was keeping it real like me, man. And they fell for it. It was Christmas. It was something they had to go touch it. Their man's birthday, they this, that. And they caught the COVID. Because if the COVID been around for 10 months and 200,000 people caught it now, then they let their guard down. And now let me tell you about my biggest problem. In New York, I love you. It started out the epicenter. It started out where all of COVID was up there. And down here was a little better. And so, but now, see this governor of Florida and Miami, this guy's like a trumpet. He's a Trumplican or whatever you want to. He's Trump's clone, this guy, right? He don't give a fuck about a COVID. Not for 1 second does this man care. I'll just say it. There's something called, damn, what's the shit? Why I'm getting the brain freeze. It's some shit called herd immunity. Herd immunity. Now, herd immunity means they figure the more people that get COVID, the more this shit breaks down and we'll get past this. So herd meaning people like cattle. That's how they looking at us. So herd immunity is they want everybody to get the shit. Whoever lives, lives. Whoever dies, dies. Now, I turn around. I said, so I see all these people no mask on celebrating. I might be jealous because I want to shake my ass too. But I'm trying to be safe. But I said, a lot of these people had COVID already. A lot of these artists, a lot of these people that we see with no mask on, walking around looking like He-Man or Superman or whatever this shit is, that y'all to say they had it, but they didn't tell us. They had the fucking COVID already. So instead of announcing like Jeremiah almost died, he was on a fucking ventilator. Ashanti told me our whole family was lit. But let me tell you something. People ain't announcing it. So they running around here no mask on, and they get a guy like me to run out there with no mask and want to get into the shit and catch it, might die. Or give it to my mother or my father. So what I'm saying to you is, I'm thinking they had the shit. They just ain't tell us. It's the only reason they can be running around here acting like, yo, I'm that. Yeah, you don't. These guys ain't tougher than the smart people. It's not a tough thing. Doesn't make you more macho because, I dare you to go on YouTube and look up people dying of COVID. They'll all tell you, yo, I ain't think this could happen to me. Damn, I'm going out like this. Nah, I ain't think it was. I'm keeping it real. I am keeping it 10 million% right with you. So, Trump, let me say, because I just talked about YouTube. Let me go back to that. So I've been having a lot of time because I ain't had a big show. I've been home and I've been going on YouTube and you know, they got some shit that they automatically pick up on the shit you like. So they start every gangster, you know, this shit crazy. 2020, we got to leave 2020 and go into 2021. And we can't bring 20 into 21. Right? So even me, if I have a terrible argument with my wife at night, I mean, the Spanish people, we call it toca la arena. Know what I mean? Like one of them shits where you go to sleep and you can't even sleep, you so mad. The next morning I wake up, I forget it. And she forget and we start like, hey babe, what's up? Good morning, this. It could have been the wildest shit last night. So 2020, we're going to do it that same way. We can't dwell on who lost their job, who doing fucked up. We got to move forward. We got to move forward. So COVID is real. I was just making the point of I just don't understand how people are really acting like the shit ain't real. Or I never seen people wanting to shake their ass so much. I realize that. Do you realize that? This is a vital form of like life. Like, you know, sex. We're animals. We're animals. We got to eat. We got to breathe. But shaking your ass? It's something. Like, I mean, and I love it. But it is something. They got to shake their ass out here. Like, it just... And you know, in the words of Remy, women don't get upset with me. But she says, sit that pussy down, ho. That is not happening from what I see on Instagram. Nobody's sitting that pussy down, ho. But in the midst of all this, as far as I know, you know, we all went to vote a month ago, a month and a half. I mean, Joe Biden is the president. He's the president-elect. Bro, January 3rd, Trump leaves. And, like, he should be packing his shit up right now. Like, yo, take that painting, take the light. This motherfucker still trying to win this election in January 3rd? This guy is fucking nuts. Like, people are really nuts in this fucking world. And so let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you through my experience in life. If you have a family member or you have a friend that's normal, that you love, normal, just a normal person, you better love these people. You better really keep them close because it's some fucking crazy people out here. If this were any other country in the fucking world, it would be Donald Trump as president to the end of, till the aliens come. You can't tell me the shit this guy's doing. He calls up the Georgia, hey, all I need is 11,000 votes. I don't know how you gonna find them shits. Find them. This shit over, man. And so this is the president. And so to think that somebody could be in a bubble like that, that they can honestly believe, and we're questioning the democracy that has worked for over 200 years. Hey, when you lose, you lose. I've lost fights, whatever. I gotta be like, yo, I took that L. Cool. Jesus Christ. It's January 3rd, bro. If this was any other country, he would have been Fidel Castro or Putin. Shit. He would have been running. And you guys, I don't know if you ever investigated what it's like to live in communism. But that's what this country would be if we let him do that. Him motherfucker, he talking about, find me these votes. Find you these votes? Get the fuck up out of here. Like, it's over. It's January 4th. Yeah, but you know, we started out this show trying to fight COVID, trying to educate people in COVID. I realized that we have gotten defeated because I live in Miami. I take my daughter to drive, to teach her how to drive. I go in a parking lot. And we went in there 2 days ago. And there was so many boats and yachts and jet skis in the water that you couldn't technically see the water. All you saw was yachts. And every boat had 100 motherfuckers on there. Bam, 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 bam. And it's like, I can't even understand this, right? So, California, lock in. New York, lock in. So the whole country is locking in, and the only place that's open is Miami, Florida. The nicest sunshine, palm tree. Bro, they is fucking down here. I went to one of my favorite restaurants, Joe's Stone Crab, to get my stone crab. The takeout, not the restaurant, the takeout. It's about 1,000 people, and this is the white joint. God forbid I would have went to Prime 112. They are down here so fucking crazy. The traffic is like ATL 2, I'm sure. They are down here so crazy, man. And so, the most social butterfly, the nicest guy in the world, the guy who's one of my best friends that I complain about all the time on this show, because he'll call me and be like, yo, where you at? I'm like, yo, I'm with my wife and Mr. Child. Yo, I'm coming through. Yo, Nori, come with your wife. That's it, please. He comes with 30 hood guys with him and Mr. Child. I'm looking at Nori's Instagram yesterday. He said, listen, us guys who live in Miami, we live here, y'all guys gotta go home. Like, y'all gotta go home. This is Nori, who loves everybody, the nicest guy in the world. Nori says, y'all gotta go home. Like, this shit looking like Memorial Weekend. Infested. And this ain't a black thing. This ain't a Spanish thing. This ain't a white thing. This is the United States of America is in the fucking Southern Peninsula, and it's just fucking infested. And so I take the test every other week. I take the test. The guy who take the test, I always ask him, yo, my brother, yo, what's going on? Nah, you know, it's all right, you know, stay safe, everything's good, don't worry, this, that. I take the test. I said, my brother, yo, what's up? Yo, what's going on? He looked at me. His eyes open like this. First time in 10 months, he said, everybody got it. Everybody got it. Huh? Everybody got it. Ari! What's up, Ari Melville, boy, the beat, MSNBC #1 show. We love it, hip hop fan. So everybody got it. Everybody got it. And so I ask them the question all the time. Yo, my man, yo, what's going on? Nah, it's cool, you know, stay safe, everything good, you know, we good. So I recently take the test. I said, yo, my man, yo, what's going on? His eyes, look. Everybody got it. And so they bullshitting you. They either had it, they got it, something. When you see them out there with no mask on like they Superman, they had the shit. Simple. They just ain't tell us. But it's fucked up because us, we want to shake our ass too. So we see them and we like, oh man, I'm bullshitting with this fucking mask. I'm over here locked down. Yo, I stay home. I don't know how to explain to y'all. In my car, it's sanitizer. It's mask all over. It's like I'm on the bullshit. So what happens is, everybody, when I tell you that Miami is on fire, every and they out here like nothing, in the middle of the club like, yo, it's a system. They trying to break our rights. We got rights. Watching my New York Knicks. We 3-3. Hey, same record as Brooklyn. Same record as Brooklyn. And they the KD and the Kyrie. Right now, at 6 games in, same record. Okay, I'm not saying we as good as Dom. I'm not saying, I just said for right now. If I could have pulled a Donald Trump, because you know Trump, he was winning. He was winning. That's why he tried to say, yo, just call it over. Call it over. Don't count the votes on the mail. The Democrats who voted, don't count their shit. Just give it to me. So if we stop and we call a championship right now, my Knicks even. 3-3. I'm proud of them. Brooklyn lost a good one. Dunwiddie. Man, he was a factor. Dunwiddie. He was a factor. And Brooklyn, yeah, I think they're going to come out the East. But they lost a big one with that Dunwiddie. And I don't wish nobody to get hurt. Nobody, no athlete to get hurt. So I've been on that YouTube. I tell you, I just discovered YouTube. And I love you too. Yo, Ro Parrish. I'm going to bring him in. Hold on. Very important. Ro Parrish. NBA TV.
Oh, man, Joe Clark.
This is why. Yo, Ro, this is the biggest show in the game. We live in the game. We in NBA TV.
We in here, baby.
I love this shit. Yo, Ro. Yo, Ro, you been killing them. I'm watching you commentate the games. You had my brother Grant Hill and them on there yesterday. They didn't even know the lingo. You kicking that. You up there 2021 in it. I'm like, damn, Ro Parrish is on top of his game.
Just like you told me, OG, I got to get on there and talk that talk. That's what you told me.
Of course.
You already know what it is.
You say, yo, Joe, you want to talk about that, Ro, or no? Or we leave that alone?
Where you want to go?
No, because you said, you called me up one day for advice. You said, yo, big bro, let me ask you something. It's a lot of commentators. There's a lot of this and this. And you said, how do I stand out? I said, right. Well, you already stand out because when I talk to you, we be talking that talk. And right. These guys, no disrespect to your colleagues, but when they be like, go, they be like, hey, NBA today, the Hornets and this. I'm like, yo, bro, just give them your talk. Give them your swag and you're going to get them.
Right. You gotta give him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I call it style and substance. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say,
Ro, let me ask you a question. You didn't hear what I was saying. Shout out to DJ Clarkette. You didn't hear what I was saying. I was saying, if we stop the season now, like Donald Trump tried to stop the election, he didn't want them to count in the mail-in votes.
Right.
My Knicks is 3-3.
Hey, your Knicks was sneaking to the playoffs. By the way, shouts out to the realest one out there, Clark Kent. Respect. But I'm saying though, like, I gotta say one thing before we can go anywhere. Rest in peace to the late, great Stuart Scott, someone who always looked out for me. He passed away many years ago on this day here. And you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Stuart Scott.
You know, he lost his battle with cancer. So
I know. But I mean, like, I didn't know it was today. God bless Stuart Scott.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, like, but it's a celebration. You know, he fought hard, and anytime I get an opportunity, I gotta shout him out because he blazed the path for so many, including myself. So I always gotta show love to Big Stu.
Ro Parrish, major blow to Brooklyn Nets, Dunwoody.
Yeah.
And let me, I don't want nobody to get hurt. You know, I'm a Knicks, but he was a major, like, he's a big three for real. Some people say big three, and they really got 2.5. He's really 3. Like, this guy could drop 40 at any time. Like, will he come back at the end of the season, or he's done?
Nah, he's done. He had a successful surgery today. He's gonna start rehabbing, and hopefully he'll be able to come back. You know, he's got a chance to secure the bag in the offseason. So hopefully he comes back healthy. He had a similar injury like that.
They don't take him. We'll take him in the Knicks. I like Dunwoody.
Of course the Knicks will take him. Of course the Knicks will take him.
Oh, of course. Right after an injury, of course it is. Yo, guys, let me tell you, Ro Parrish be killing my Knicks on the low. But it's okay, man. Yo, Ro, anything's in the early season, anything you've seen that surprised you or is really is looking like you're like, oh shit, this might be happening?
Yo, number one, Luka ain't in shape. I thought he was gonna be an MVP contender. You know, he's doing his thing right now. We watching the game right here on NBA TV. Just in case when you're done watching Joe Crack, you come over here and holler at me. But I thought Luka was going to come out a little bit more stronger than he has. But you know what it is, He's still got plenty of games left to play. He'll still be in that MVP conversation. I know you roll with Luka.
I love Luka. I'm watching your man Steph Curry lit him up yesterday, huh? You forgot about Steph Curry, huh?
Hey. What we say, what Roy Jones say, your man Roy Jones, hey, y'all must have forgot. A lot of people's talking greasy about Steph Curry. He went out there and gave him that 60-piece, Jack. Nasty.
Hey, listen, man, I like how they look out there. I mean, they're not going to win the chip. Obviously, I'm going to go with LeBron and the Lakers. But I like how they looking out there. And Draymond, he just add that shit.
Right.
He just add that. Draymond, yo, pay attention to Draymond. Even though he ain't got a point, yo, it's real when he's on the court.
No question.
My brother, thank you for checking in. I love you, man. Thank you for always supporting the show, man. You look great.
Always.
I love to see you in there. Right there, man. You looking good as hell, man. In the set and all that. God bless, bro.
It's the big show.
Love you, bro.
Damn,
man. I see my brother in that big ass studio and all that. And so I'm looking at YouTube, and all the Suns are 5-2, but they went undefeated in the bubble. They didn't make the playoffs, Sav. So the Suns are a big threat. Well, me personally, no, look, if my Knicks don't make the playoffs, I'm always a bandwagon fan of LeBron James. When he was on Cleveland, I would go for Cleveland because he's on there. Why? More than just him being one of the greatest basketballs of all time, but basketball players of all time, I love him as a person. I love his heart. I love him giving back to the community and opening up schools for underprivileged kids. I love that he's a family man. I love that he's vocal and he stands up when people are oppressed. And so I'm a fan of the man, LeBron James. And if he went to Memphis, I'd be the #1 Memphis fan after my Knicks lose. Okay? And so somebody asked when the music dropping. Music is dropping soon. I am finishing up on the soundtrack to the big show. And y'all Fancy Nancy, what's good? I don't know how to say her name, but Yasko, just the young lady. How you doing? She always shows me love when I go to the Italian deli to buy my stuff, and she's on here, and I see you. Rest in peace, MF Doom. A lot of people were talking about him. I learned a lot about him through Rosenberg. Rest in peace to a legend in hip hop, Underground King. So let me get back to this thing I'm about to talk about. I'm watching YouTube, and I see this guy. I see all these, basically, and this is a positive, and this is the light. I don't want Godfather to call me, because you know Khaled's always on the positive. God is God and all that. And yeah, rest in peace, Shabba Doo too. Living legend as well. We lost Shabba Doo. We lost MF Doom. We lost my man from Houdini. Ecstasy. The shit trash, man. That's what I'm saying. Don't do that to me, guys. Don't get me back to that. Let's move forward. Don't get me back to that. It's 2021. We cannot bring that shit over here. You see right now what I'm explaining to you. We got to get away from that shit, the dark, and walk to the light. That's why we call it 2021, the year of the light. But something that's been really bothering me, and even though this is a family show, is I look on YouTube and I'm noticing all these rats, like mafia rats and hood dudes that are rats, and rats, meaning they told. They led a life of crime and they told on all their friends and their mothers and their families so they could be free. And stumbling across YouTube, these guys actually have podcasts now. And I know they tell you not to talk about these things because you don't want to make them more famous. But this shit is crazy. Like, I'm looking, I'm like, yo, what has happened? What has happened in the world that I grew up in, or the world I know? I'm not talking about Vlad TV. No, he's a journalist. I'm not talking about that. There's actual king rats that have shows on this, on YouTube. It's unbelievable. And they got a podcast and they hosting, they taking calls. And my thing is this. Cool. This is the thing I don't understand. If you telling or whatever, fine. Disappear, man. Get the fuck out of here. And so when I look at this shit, and I try my best not to look at it, but I click the shit on, and I'll see somebody, let's say Sammy the Bull. He got a fucking podcast. This guy told over 150,000 people. And he's on a fucking, and then he starts, because this thing of ours, and no, it's no longer your thing. It's no longer your thing. It's, because, in my life and this lifestyle, this is not your lifestyle. It's not it. And so I'm looking at all these guys on there And he ain't the only one. It's a bunch of them. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, like what the fuck is that? So I thought you tell and then you disappear. You go somewhere, Arizona, you go to the mountains, get the fuck out of here. And so the thing is, they should tell, yo, I told on all my friends. I put 150 people in jail. You know, guys I used to eat Christmas dinner with and Thanksgiving, and wives I knew their whole life. You know, I told them put their husbands in jail for life. You know, they don't say that. They say, this thing we have. All right, I'm bigger than that. Okay, cool. What I'm they still telling this that's the name of the podcast. They still telling I don't understand this shit. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, yo, this is like black, Spanish, Italian mafia niggas. Oh, this shit is crazy. And I'm looking on here, I'm like, yo, this is crazy, bro. Like, it's cool. Let me get back to the family-oriented show. But I had a lot to talk about. I was here, bored to death in my house because I'm really doing social distancing. And I start getting on YouTube, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this exists? But my thing is, let me tell you, I do not drive a car without a license. I do not drink a beer in public. I won't smoke a blunt in the car so I won't get locked up. I won't cross on the green so I won't get locked up. Why? Because I don't want to go to jail. And so if you know that you're not going to do that type of time, don't get involved with that lifestyle. Please leave it alone. Just be legit. The working man is not a sucker. Be legit. Do your thing. There's nothing wrong with being legit. And then my thing is, if you tell this a fucking peer, get out of here. Be gone. Now I gotta hear you talk about real nigga shit now on YouTube. Because this life of mine, no, this ain't your life no more, bro. You can't come around here no more. Go that way. Swiss Beast, yes indeed, the biggest is back. Welcome back, Swiss Beast. We got a versus coming up. Swiss, what day is Keisha Cole Ashanti versus? That is going to be amazing. Versus the biggest thing since COVID. What's Jay said? Rat tails. Yo, Jay, it's amazing. I don't know if you know this exists. I've been seeing this shit crazy, bro. Forget about that, man. We got a lot of shit to do. Talk about. Do we talk about Fabulous's suit on New Year's Eve or not? It's still the 6th. Is the 6th? What is it? The 9th? Hold on. It's the 9th. January 9th, I will have my ruby red dancing shoes on and we'll enjoy it. Has everyone seen Fabulous's tuxedo on New Year's Eve? Let me see fire signs if you have seen Fabulous the Rapper's tuxedo on New Year's Eve. Fire signs. And so this man who takes so much pride in being fly, and he's fresh every day. So this ain't shots fired or nothing. He's what did he say? And yeah, Swiss said he gave Missy a run with that tux. Yeah. Hey, yo, listen. Fabulous, one of the most flyest dressed guys in the universe. We know it. He cares. And so I seen the suit and I said, they call it like liquid. Shout out to Mr. Billionaire. He did it. I said, this is nice, man. This is nice. You know, Happy New Year. You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year. This shit is fly. And then I seen him post it. And I seen him post it. And I never seen the Fabulous guy have the illest shit on. He never posted that. He posted it. And I said, yo, he really likes this suit. He's digging this tuxedo. And shout out to Fab. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful post today with him and his wife talking about the family and keeping everybody together. Amazing. Shout out to Fab. You did kill New Year's Eve with that tuxedo. You gave everybody a run for their money. You know, I don't even think there's a close-up second, my brother. There's not even a close-up second. And so I'm watching, yo, so let me tell you one more thing before I get out of here. Pretty Lou got the best DJ show on next. Tomorrow night we'll be on 8 p.m. Eastern. But let me tell you about this crazy shit. I see this shit. It says Brad Pitt has a new girlfriend. The thing is, the girl is married. And so her and her husband have an open relationship. Right? So I see this shit. I said, yo, wait a minute. This man, yo, what up, June Torres, Happy New Year. I said, this man has an open relationship with his wife. Mind you, the girl's like 20-something. Brad Pitt, an OG. Her husband's a super OG, rich restaurant guy. So now when you make money like this guy, restaurant guy, and you know you're a Don or whatever, he said, you know what, I'm gonna have a young wife. You know what I mean? I don't care what she do. I got her. You know, I'm caked up. She know what it is. But when he agreed to open relationship, I'm sure he didn't think Brad Pitt was coming to eat in that restaurant. And so I see this shit, and you know I don't get messy on here, but this was the craziest shit. Because I said, yo, check this out. What was he thinking when Brad Pitt walked up in there with his girl talking about, yo, you know, this is my boyfriend too, Brad Pitt. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's the last guy I want to see walk in the door, huh? Fuck. And I said, it go like that. I remember one time I was somewhere and I had a meeting. It was a bunch of young ladies. And you know me, I'm beyond respectful. So I don't have a problem with it. But one day, some girl, she brought her boyfriend with her. He was ice grilling me. And she was like, yo, Bob, this is a Fat Joe. And he had the ice grill light. And I said, he must have felt, and it was all respectful, but he must have felt like the restaurant dude, like, what? You gonna bring this motherfucker Fat Joe? I'm like, yeah, but man, I don't want your girl. Boy, he let me know. Or Rick, he wanted me to die. Like, he was like, yo, bro, please. Like, please. And so I found that so crazy. I wouldn't want to be the restaurateur, the guy, because you notice, I tell you all the time, everybody's the king of their world. Everybody's the guy who owns the furniture store that has 50 employees and you have to tell him, could you get a day off or get a raise? He thinks he's that. The girl who runs the model agency that has models and she gives you the job, she thinks she's that bitch. And so everybody's running around here thinking they the ones. And so this guy owns the most expensive restaurants and he thinks he's the man and he ain't got a problem with it. And it's an open relationship. But here come Brad Pitt. Ain't that a motherfucker? And check this out. That was just a little fun fact before I get off here. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m., check out Pretty Lou. Hey, the big show ain't go nowhere, baby. We still lit. We still entertaining. We still got y'all going. We still got y'all going. You still tuned in. Big numbers tonight. No guests. Just me talking that shit. Still in tune. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Yo, AB, what's good, my brother? Go check out my brother Pretty Lou with the DJ show. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Hey, put God first. Believe in God. Keep the faith. There's nothing more powerful than God. Now I'm out of here. Philly was good.